The air is cool, still touched by night. You stand at the start of a forest trail, feeling the ground steady under your feet. It's quiet here, but it's not empty. There's a kind of strength in the stillness, a quiet readiness. In your hand is a wristband engraved with your name. The metal is smooth, faintly warm, as though it's been carried for years. You slide it over your wrist. The fit is perfect. It feels less like you're putting it on, and more like you're returning it to its place. You take your first step. The ground offers a gentle pushback, like it's meeting you halfway. A steady echo rises through your body. It's not fast, not urgent, just certain. Step after step, the rhythm builds. You breathe in deeply, the air is crisp, sliding easily into your lungs. Shoulders loosen, your arms swing in an easy, natural arc. You notice how smooth the movement feels, not something to start, but something that's always been there. Sunlight spills between the trees ahead, breaking into shifting gold across the path. A squirrel moves in a quick leap overhead. A bird darts between branches. Somewhere in the distance, water flows over stone. The trail dips toward that sound. Cooler air greets you, carrying the fresh scent of moss and wet leaves. When you reach the stream, you kneel. The water is clear, alive, sliding between your fingers as you touch it. In the reflection, you see yourself steady and present, already in motion. You rise again, the wristband warm against your skin. You climb a gentle hill, your breath deepens. Your calves feel the work, but it feels good. Every step holds its own weight, and none of them feel in doubt. You glance at the engraving on your wristband. The letters seem sharper now. Every step is carving them deeper, not just into the metal, but into you. The trees thin, and the sky opens ahead. You step into the sunlight at the hilltop. The horizon stretches far, rolling hills, clouds drifting slowly, a path that winds away and out of sight. You stand here for a moment, breathing in the view. The rhythm of your heartbeat is steady. You feel your own momentum. You can trust yourself to keep going. That thought lingers, simple but undeniable. It's not a promise for the future. It's not a hope. It's a truth already living inside you. The trail bends ahead, ready for your next step. You adjust the wristband on your arm. It feels lighter now, almost like it's moving with you. And without hesitation, you keep walking.
The air is bright this morning, with a light that feels awake before you do. You stand on open ground, looking toward a horizon that is soft at the edges. Somewhere beyond it is where you want to go. But right now, the details are blurred. In your hand is a compass. Its case is smooth, the surface carved with a single word: your intention. When you press your thumb against it, the engraving feels deep, solid, certain. The needle doesn't point north, it points to your why. You take a breath, slow and steady. The wind brushes against you, carrying the scent of pine and distant rain. Each inhale seems to sharpen the horizon a little more. Shapes emerge. A distant hill, a bend in a river, a path that cuts clean through the grass. You start walking. At first, your steps feel cautious, like testing new ground. But the compass is steady in your hand, and every time you glance at it, you remember exactly why you're here. The light shifts, becoming warmer. The sky above you clears until it's a deep, unbroken blue. You notice your breathing syncing with your pace, your body settling into a rhythm without effort. The path begins to climb, and you feel your muscles wake up, each step pulling you closer to the shape your goal is taking. The horizon is no longer just a line. You can see the exact place you're heading. You pause on a ridge, looking down at where you started. The distance feels smaller now, not because the ground has changed, but because you have. You hold the compass up to the sun, and for a moment the carved word glows. You feel the truth of it in your chest. When your why is clear, your body follows. Every choice becomes easier. Every step feels lighter. The horizon is sharp now, and the path ahead is open. You slip the compass into your pocket, knowing you can find it whenever you need it. And without hesitation, you keep going. You stand at the start of a familiar trail. The air carries the clean scent of rain-soaked leaves, and the ground beneath your shoes feels solid, ready to hold each step you take. In your hand is a small stone metronome.
It fits perfectly in your palm, its surface smooth from years of touch. You tilt it slightly, and a gentle tick begins. Not loud, not rushed, just steady. You feel it in your hand, then in your chest, then in the ground beneath you. It doesn't push you forward, it invites you. One beat for breath, one beat for step, one beat for action. You begin to walk. The metronome keeps time, even as you leave it behind. Each step lands in perfect sync, and the sound is no longer outside you. It's part of you now. Your arms swing in rhythm, your shoulders loosen, your breathing falls into place without trying. You're moving in harmony with yourself. The path curves through a stand of tall pines. Light filters through the branches, flashing on and off in time with your steps. Shadows and sunlight, trading places like a slow dance. You begin to notice other movements joining the rhythm. The flex of your calves, the lift of your knees, the easy roll of your feet over the ground. Each habit stacks onto the last until you're not thinking about moving. You're simply moving. The trail starts to climb, but your pace doesn't break. The rhythm carries you, your breath deepens, your legs engage, and you find strength in the predictability of each beat. At the top, you pause. A meadow opens before you. Blades of grass swaying together in the same steady time. You breathe deep, feeling the rhythm not as something you follow, but as something you create. It becomes clear. Change isn't a burst of effort. It's the quiet pattern that repeats, day after day, until it becomes part of who you are. You press your hand to your chest. The beat is still there, steady and certain. Change comes from rhythm, not willpower. When you turn back to the path, the stone metronome is far behind you, still ticking in the clearing, but you no longer need to stand beside it. The rhythm is yours now. You take your next step, then another, each one part of the same pattern, and the path unfolds easily under your feet. The day is warm and bright with a breeze that moves gently through the grass. You stand at the edge of a wide meadow, your feet resting on soft earth. In your hand is a smooth skipping stone, it's warm from the sun. And when you tilt it, you hear a faint hum, a melody that feels like laughter. You start walking through the meadow. The air smells of wild flowers, and each step presses lightly into the ground, springing back as if encouraging you forward. There's no rush, no destination, just the joy of feeling your body in motion. You take a longer stride than another, feeling the rhythm of your breath. Your arms swing freely and you notice the lightness in your chest. The stone in your hand hums in time with your movement, the sound rising whenever you smile. You reach a shallow stream, its surface glittering in the sun. You kneel at the bank, feeling the coolness of the water on your fingertips. You flick the stone across the surface. It skips once, twice, 3 times, each skip releasing a clear, ringing note. The sound lingers in the air and you find yourself smiling without effort. You walk along the stream now, each step accompanied by the soft gurgle of water. A light wind plays with your hair and the warmth of the sun rests on your shoulders. Every sense is alive, but nothing is demanding. You move because it feels good to move. Up ahead, a small hill rises. You jog toward it, feet finding their rhythm easily at the top. The view opens. Rolling fields, clusters of trees, and the shimmer of water in the distance. You breathe deeply, feeling the air fill you with the same energy that flows through this place. There's no thought of should or must, only want. Only the simple joy of being here, in motion, in your own body. The skipping stone rests in your palm again. You feel its hum grow softer, not fading, just settling, like a song that has become part of you. You know you can return to this feeling anytime. It's not tied to this place, it's in the way your body moves when you let yourself enjoy it. You take a slow, steady breath, look across the meadow, and feel the smile return. You move forward, light and easy, letting the joy carry you. plaza is warm in the late light, its smooth stones holding the memory of the day's sun. You stand quietly, feeling the gentle warmth travel up through your feet. Before you are 3 tall doors, each made from a different wood. They're simple, but inviting. Somehow, each feels like it's waiting for you. In your hand is a key. It's not heavy, but you can feel its presence. Cool at first, then warming against your skin. When you tilt it in the light, faint lines appear along its surface, as if it's been shaped by the choices you've already made. You turn your head toward the first door. Through its open slats comes the quiet rhythm of weights meeting their mark. The second door carries the scent of pine and fresh air. As if it opens to an endless trail, the third hums with soft music, a steady beat wrapped in motion. You stand for a moment, breathing slowly. There is no voice telling you where to go, no rule to follow, only what feels right. The key feels warmer now. Resting easily in your fingers, you move toward the door that draws you, slipping the key into the lock. It turns without resistance. Inside, the light adjusts to you. The air feels balanced, neither too still nor too sharp. Every detail welcomes you without demand. You begin to move, allowing your body to set its own pace. Here, strength doesn't belong to one definition. It can be slow, it can be powerful, it can be steady or explosive. Here, it is what you choose it to be. Your breath deepens in its own time, your steps, your form, all unfolding without pressure. The space seems to expand around you, making more room for what you're building. After a while, you pause. The door is still open behind you, a reminder that you can return. Try another space, or stay exactly where you are. You slip the key into your pocket. It rests lightly there, as if it already knows it will be used again. You breathe in, feeling the steadiness of your own authority. You get to choose how strength feels. And when you begin to move again, it's not because you have to, it's because you want to. You stand at the edge of a wide, open field. The air is fresh, carrying the faint scent of grass, warmed by the sun. In your hand is a bracelet, its fibers woven from threads of many colors. It feels soft, but the weave is strong. You slip it over your wrist, and the moment it rests against your skin, you notice you're not alone. Ahead, a path winds gently through the field. Others are already walking it, some side by side, some in small groups, their steps falling into a natural rhythm. You begin to walk too, finding your place among them. The sounds of movement blend together, soft footfalls, the easy pattern of breathing, occasional laughter carried by the breeze. No one is rushing, no one is competing. The pace feels shared, as if each step you take helps carry everyone forward. Your bracelet brushes lightly against your skin, and you glance at it. The colors seem richer now, threads catching the sunlight as you move. Each thread feels like a story, a reminder that every person here brings their own rhythm, and together they create something larger. The path curves toward a line of trees, where shade dapples the ground in shifting patterns. You walk alongside someone whose pace matches yours exactly. There's no need for words, just the steady comfort of moving together. From time to time, you pass others heading the same way. Some smile, some simply meet your eyes for a moment. But each glance feels like an exchange, a quiet acknowledgement that you're part of the same flow. The trail opens again, and the group begins to spread out, each person drifting toward their own destination. But the connection remains, even at a distance. You can still feel the shared rhythm, the invisible thread running through all of you. You pause for a moment, looking back along the path. The people you walked with are still there, woven into your memory like the fibers of the bracelet. Movement is more meaningful when shared. You adjust the bracelet on your wrist, feeling its softness, its strength. Then you take your next step, knowing you're still part of something larger, and always will be.
The morning is still, with a pale light just beginning to warm the air. You walk along a narrow trail, your steps soft over the packed earth. Up ahead you see a low stone wall. At its center rests a small stack of smooth pebbles. They're arranged in a spiral, each one glowing faintly, as if holding its own quiet energy. You reach out and touch the first pebble. It glows a little brighter, and you feel a gentle warmth travel up through your fingers. The pebble is light, easy to lift, but it feels important. You place it back carefully and notice the next pebble in the stack beginning to glow. You take a step forward. The second pebble hums softly when your hand meets it. Again, the warmth spreads, and this time it lingers a little longer. You realize each pebble marks a small step, a quiet win, the kind that's easy to overlook, but never without value. You continue, lifting one pebble at a time, feeling their warmth deepen. Each one seems to hold a memory. The day you showed up even when it was hard. The moment you took one more step than last time. The times you came back after a break. By the time you reach the top of the stack, the spiral glows in full. The light is soft, not blinding, steady like a lantern meant to guide. You step back, seeing how the smallest stones at the base carry the weight of the whole tower. Small winds still move mountains. They don't just mark progress, they make it possible. You take a slow breath, letting that truth settle into your chest. The wall, the stack, the light, all of it is part of the path you've been building. When you turn to leave, You glance back once more. The glow remains, a reminder that you don't have to do everything at once. You just have to keep adding stones.
The space around you is quiet, softened by a gentle mist that hangs in the air. The ground beneath your feet is smooth and cool, and each step sends out a faint ripple, as if the world here responds to your movement. In your hand is a crystal lens. It's clear at first glance, but when you tilt it, colors shift and patterns swirl within. At the very center, you catch a glimpse of something familiar, a scene you haven't lived yet, but already know belongs to you. You lift the lens to your eye. The mist ahead begins to part. Shapes form, first shadows, then lines, then a fully lit space. It's a gym, or a trail, or a field. Whatever place feels most alive for you. You see yourself there, not the version that's hesitant to begin, but the one already moving, already steady. Your steps have weight and purpose. Your breathing is deep and sure. The image is so clear you can almost feel the ground under your feet and the rhythm in your body. You lower the lens for a moment. The mist drifts back in, but the image remains in your mind, bright and close. You lift the lens again, and this time you notice more. The sound of your breath, the way your hands move, the look of focus in your eyes. You realize you're not imagining some distant future. You're practicing it now. Every detail you see here is a thread connecting you to that moment. You slip the lens into your pocket, even without holding it. You can still picture every detail clearly. Seeing it makes it easier to begin. You know where you're going now, and the first step feels lighter. You take that step into the mist, and it shifts around you, not as something unknown, but as something that's already yours.
The air is warm and still, and you are standing at the edge of a quiet pool. The surface is smooth, reflecting the soft light of an early evening sky. In your hands is a towel, thick, soft, and faintly warm. As if it has been waiting for you. When you press it to your skin, you feel it draw something away. Not sweat, but the weight of doubt, the heaviness of self-judgment. You step into the water. It meets you gently, sliding over your skin, lifting you until your weight feels lighter. Your breathing slows. Each inhale feels cleaner. Each exhale a small release. You float for a while, eyes closed, letting the water hold you without asking anything in return. It's not measuring your pace. It's not keeping score. It simply carries you. You think about the days you didn't train, the moments you stepped away. They aren't gaps in your progress. They're pauses that allowed you to return. You bring the towel to your face, feeling the last traces of doubt dissolve into its fibers. It stays soft in your hands, never heavy, no matter what it carries. The water ripples gently as you stand. Your body feels warm and steady, ready to move again when it's time. Missing one day doesn't erase your strength. The strength lives in the whole of you, not in one moment. Step out of the pool. The air feels fresh on your skin. You wrap the towel loosely over your shoulders. And with each step forward, you feel lighter. trail is quiet now, bathed in the golden light of late afternoon. Each step feels unhurried, but full of purpose. On your wrist is a watch you've never worn before. Its face is simple, but instead of numbers, soft glowing lines trace your movements. They curve and rise, forming patterns only you can read. You pause to look more closely. The lines shift as you breathe, responding to the rhythm of your body. They don't mark minutes or hours, they mark moments. The time you showed up, the days you kept going, the times you returned after stepping away. Walk on, watching the glow shift with each stride. It doesn't judge your pace, it simply reflects it back to you, reminding you that progress is not an idea. It's something you can see and feel. Opens into a small rise. You climb slowly, and when you reach the top, you turn to look back. In the distance, faint trails of light follow the way you've come, marking every step you've taken. Some are bright, others softer, but together they form a continuous line, unbroken. You feel the weight of the watch on your wrist, steady and real. You thrive when you notice your growth, and here, you can see it. The sun rests low on the horizon now, casting long shadows across the trail ahead. You know you'll keep adding to this line. Each step, each choice, each moment of movement, a new mark in the glow. You take one last look at the trail behind, then face forward again. The watch hums faintly, warm against your skin, ready to record the next moment.